The construction industry, it's one of the biggest on the planet, but it's got this massive, multi-billion-dollar problem that just won't go away. So in this explainer, we're going to look at the digital solution that's designed to fix it all.
So let's get right to it. Why is it that so many construction projects, even the ones with the best teams, end up suffering from these super costly errors, rework, and just endless delays? Well, it almost always boils down to one single thing: information chaos. Okay, so picture the old way, right? It's a total mess. You've got disconnected teams, blueprints that contradict each other, mountains of paperwork. It's a recipe for duplicated work. But the new way, it's the complete opposite. It brings everything into one single shared digital space, making sure that everyone, and I mean everyone, is working from the same playbook.
And that solution, that hero of our story, is the Common Data Environment, or CDE for short. The easiest way to think about it? It's like the ultimate project library. It's this one shared digital space that becomes the single source of truth for all project information. We're talking everything from the very first sketch all the way to the final sign-off. Now, a CDE isn't just a one-trick pony. Its impact is felt across the entire life of a building. So let's follow its journey through 3 key stages. First up, we have the design phase. This is where the big ideas are born. Then we move into construction, where those ideas become reality. And finally, we'll look at operation, the life of the building long after the construction crews have packed up and gone home. All right, stage 1, designing with clarity. This is so important because this is where a CDE helps the team stop problems before they even have a chance to start. So in the design phase, you get all the key players in one virtual room. You've got your architects, your structural engineers, your MEP folks, that's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, and they're all sharing their models in the exact same place. They can literally see what everyone else is doing in real time. So what does that mean? It means you can spot a pipe that's about to run right through a major steel beam on the computer screen, not after a ton of concrete has already been poured. This clash detection, as they call it, is an absolute game changer. And hey, this isn't just a tool for the designers. The client gets a front row seat. They get this transparent, real-time look at how the project is coming along. So no more waiting around for weeks for some stuffy status report. They can hop in, review things, and give their approval digitally. And that just speeds up the whole decision-making process like you wouldn't believe. Okay, so we've designed it, now it's time to build it. Let's head from the digital blueprint out to the actual construction site. Welcome to stage 2, building with confidence. This is where that single source of truth we've been talking about really gets put to the test. And you can see right away how this makes a difference for everyone on the ground. The contractor out there on site, they can pull up the latest drawings on a tablet and know for sure that they're looking at the most recent approved version. That alone cuts down on so much rework. Then you've got the project manager who can track every single change in approval, creating this perfect, clear audit trail. And the quantity surveyor, they can whip up super accurate cost estimates in no time because they're pulling from real-time models. Look, if there's one thing you take away from this stage, it's this. The number one goal, the absolute top priority on a construction site, is making sure every single person is working from the exact same playbook. A CDE is what makes that happen. It prevents those nightmare scenarios, pouring tons of concrete or putting up steel based on an old, outdated drawing. But wait, we're not done. The CDE's job doesn't stop when the last nail is hammered in. In fact, you could say it's just getting started. Now we're in stage 3, operating for life. This is all about creating a digital legacy for the building, one that's going to be useful for decades to come. It really all comes down to the handover process. The old way? The building owner gets handed boxes and boxes of dusty manuals and paper drawings. Good luck with that. With a CDE, they get the complete, final, as-built digital model. All the information on every single asset, every pump, every light fixture, every window is right there in one secure spot. This is a gold mine for the facility managers who have to take care of the building. It gives them super reliable data for maintenance and lets them plan for the long haul. Okay, let's zoom out and put it all together. This whole idea of a single source of truth, it's not just some buzzword. It's the thing that fundamentally changes the entire game. When you really boil it down, a CDE gives you 3 huge wins. First, you get way better, faster decision-making. Second, you get a massive boost in efficiency, which saves a ton of time and money. And third, and this is a big one, it seriously reduces risk across the board. We're talking about everything from financial risks to the actual physical safety of the people working on site.
It really is like the quote says, the CDE supports better decision-making, it significantly enhances overall efficiency, and it reduces risks across every single phase of a project. By bringing everyone together and keeping track of every version, it just becomes this incredible engine for improving how we design, build, and operate everything around us.
And that brings us to one last, really important question. The technology to build smarter, safer, and way more efficiently is already here. It exists today. So, if we can build smarter, what's stopping us? What's the real barrier here? And maybe more importantly, how much more time and money are we going to waste on mistakes we could have easily avoided?